We all think of the IT help desk as the place we call when something breaks. But what if that fix-it shop could actually become one of the most strategic parts of your entire business? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dig into today, the transformation from Helpdesk to Business Hero.
Come on, you know the drill, right? Your laptop decides to freeze, the printer jams. Again. You fire off a ticket, you wait, they fix it, and the whole cycle just repeats. It really feels like IT is constantly playing defense, just reacting to one problem after another. But what if they could actually get ahead of the game? So, at the heart of this whole thing are two totally different ways of looking at IT. On one side, you've got the purely reactive break-fix world we just talked about. But on the other, you have the goal, a proactive model that's all about delivering IT as a valuable service. And the journey from one to the other? Well, that's the transformation we're unpacking today.
So, where does this journey begin? Well, for most companies, it starts with the classic, old-school help desk.
Think of the traditional help desk, like someone stuck on a hamster wheel. Seriously, it's always running in the here and now. Something breaks, they react. Their main metric for success? Just how fast they can close that ticket. They're basically seen as this separate, technical fix-it shop. They're to patch things up so the real work can keep going.
But here's the thing, just fixing stuff isn't enough to really push a business forward. And this is where the big upgrade comes in, IT Service Management, or as you'll hear it, ITSM. Now, here's the most important thing to get about ITSM. It is not a tool you buy or some specific team. It's a complete change in philosophy. It's the whole framework that shifts the focus from just fixing technology to delivering services that the business actually needs to win. This quote absolutely nails it. See, the what of a help desk is answering calls and closing tickets. We get that. But ITSM gives them the why and the how. It's the playbook that tells them why one ticket is more critical than another and how to handle it in a consistent, smart way every single time. So, how does this framework actually power a better support experience? All right, let's pop the hood and see how this whole engine is built. We can really break down the ITSM engine into three core pillars. First, having structured processes. Second, building and actually using shared knowledge. And third, managing service levels to create real accountability. Let's take a look at each one. This first pillar is all about process. It's about replacing that chaotic scramble with real order. So when an incident happens, it's not just a mad dash to the finish line. Nope. The team logs it so nothing ever gets lost. They categorize it. Is this a hardware thing or a software thing? Then, and this is crucial, they prioritize it based on its impact to the business. Only then do they move to resolve it and get that service back up and running. And listen, this isn't just for when things are broken. ISM also creates these smooth workflows for simple stuff like getting a password reset. But here's the real game changer, problem management. This is where the team turns into detectives. They analyze those annoying, recurring issues to find the root cause, fix it for good, and stop future tickets before they even happen. Just think about that. Fixing one server bug today could prevent dozens of future outages. That saves a ton of lost productivity.
Okay, pillar number 2, knowledge. Imagine a centralized team brain, a knowledge base where all the solutions to common issues are written down. What this means is that any support agent can solve an issue quickly and consistently without having to reinvent the wheel every single time. It just leads to faster fixes and a much happier user.
And finally, the third pillar. Accountability. This is a big one, and it comes in the form of something called Service Level Agreements, or SLAs. An SLA is basically a formal promise between the IT team and the business. It sets clear, measurable targets for things like how fast IT will respond to an issue and how long it should take to fix it. This is where the rubber really meets the road. An SLA isn't just some document that sits in a drawer, it's a target you aim for. So look here, the goal was to resolve issues in 4 hours. By tracking their performance, the team could see they were not only hitting that goal, but they were actually getting faster over time. This is the kind of data that turns guesswork into smart, continuous improvement. So when you put these three pillars together, process, knowledge, and accountability, something fundamental changes. IT stops being just a utility, and it starts becoming a true partner to the business. This is the fundamental shift right here. You go from being seen as a cost center, a place that just reacts to problems and measures its success by how many tickets it closes, to being a strategic partner. A partner that actually prevents problems, focuses on the business, and measures its success based on the value it delivers. So what does this actually look like in the real world? Well, it means prioritizing a system outage for the sales team over a minor printer issue because, well, it has a bigger business impact. It means using data from all those tickets to spot trends and get ahead of future needs. And it means being that one single, reliable hub for communication between all the users and the entire IT department.
Okay, let's bring it all home and talk about why this shift from a reactive help desk to a strategic partner is just so incredibly important.
Ultimately, the whole journey we've just described is about so much more than just being organized. It's a fundamental change in IT's role. You're moving from a simple fix-it shop to a partner that delivers services that are truly aligned with the goals of the business.
And the result of that transformation is powerful. When IT is managed like a service, the support you get becomes way more reliable and consistent. The processes become more efficient, which saves time and money. And most importantly, IT becomes more valuable, because it's actively helping the whole organization succeed. So I'll leave you with this question to think about for your own company. Is your IT team stuck playing defense, just reacting to the next problem? Or are they on the field with you, powered by a strategic framework that helps the entire organization win? The difference is everything.